Hello pretty makers. Today's Dollar Tree DIY theme is Blush Romance. I think you'll be surprised by some of the supplies that were used, but almost everything is from Dollar Tree. The touch of blush roses from Dollar Tree in these DIYs make for a soft and romantic collection that will be a pretty addition to your winter decor. There are a lot of tips and tricks along the way, so make sure you keep watching so you don't miss any details. I had a lot of fun making these DIYs and I can't wait to show you. So if you're ready, let's go make something pretty. This DIY was inspired by these ornate vases I found online. I love their weathered and romantic feel and wanted to try to make them, but for a lot less. Here's some of the supplies I pulled together for this DIY. I'll leave a full list of supplies for all the projects in the description. You'll need some hot glue and this silicone mold. You'll also need a Dollar Tree desk container for this project. It fits the Dollar Tree cylinder vase perfectly. First, I made 4 sets of hot glue embellishments from the silicone mold. If you follow me, you know I use these a lot in my projects, but this one is pretty unique. Once you have 2 molds complete, press them together, ideally when they're still a little warm, to make a 3D embellishment. You can add a little extra hot glue if necessary to hold them together, but they should stick together pretty well. Repeat this 3 more times so you have 4 legs, if you will, in total. I used one of the Dollar Tree wood apples and wood snowmen to make the finial at the top. First, glue one of the hot glue 3D embellishments to the upside down apple so the flat part is facing up. Do this while aligning the piece on the rim of the top of the desk container. Add a second mold to the opposite side. Now repeat this 2 more times so you'll have all 4 molds attached to the wood apple. Once you have all 4 pieces secured, add the snowman to the top. Wipe the desk container with both alcohol and acetone to prep it for painting. I spray painted the desk container and the hot glue top with white spray paint, 2 coats. You could stop here and leave them white. It's very pretty. But I wanted to give them that chipped, weathered paint look like the inspiration. To do that, I used a couple different colors to get the effect. It was actually pretty easy to do and kind of fun because there really is no special technique. I started by layering some chalk paint in the color mineral on the pieces. We're going to use this color a lot. Then I added some medium brown in random places. Then touches of dark gray. I came back with some beige to blend the colors together. You're really just layering and blending the paint until you have the entire piece covered with this sort of muddled effect. You can't mess it up, just have some fun. The last layer is white. This will bring everything together. I just dry brushed it lightly over each piece. It'll really bring out the details on the hot glue molds. It makes them look old and weathered. That's really all there is to it. I didn't glue the finial top to the desk container top because I think I'll use it again in another project. And it stays pretty secure without any glue. But you can hot glue it together to make it one solid piece if you want. For the romantic touch, I filled it with some blush roses, glittery Dollar Tree eucalyptus, and some vase filler. It's pretty amazing what you can do with these hot glue molds. This project looks very high-end and designer. I liked it so much I made a second one. It only cost $2.50 to make it in total, so why not? The best part is you can style these for any season, style, or holiday. A little later, I'll show you a couple of different ways to do this, so keep watching. For this DIY, I dug out this Dollar Tree birdhouse I had started decorating last year but never finished. I wanted to show you side by side how hot glue molds look just as good as air-dried clay. When you see the finished project, let me know how you think they compare. First, I added some of the same hot glue molds to the second birdhouse. I also added a hot glue border mold to the Dollar Tree wood crate to take it up a notch. I gave everything a base coat of the chalk paint in the color mineral to bring out the details on the molds, dry brush the high points on the molds with white. It really can't get any simpler. Look how pretty that is. To bring it all together, I made some quick stands from a Dollar Tree wood dowel, cut at 2 different heights, and some small pieces of paint stick as a platform. I filled the crate with the blush roses and again some Dollar Tree white glittery eucalyptus. Okay, so what do you think? Hot glue works pretty good, right? Let me know in the comments what you think. I wanted to take a quick second to give you a pro tip. If you notice, my Dollar Tree roses are very full. They look more like I got them from the craft store. You can get this effect from Dollar Tree flowers very easily. The trick is combining 2 flowers into one. Take 2 of the same flowers apart, lining up the petals by size. Then just put the petals back together using both sets. The trick is to make sure you alternate the petals alignment layer by layer. That's it, a much fuller flower. I use this trick all the time and I hope you find it helpful. On to the next DIY. This DIY is a simple 6-minute swag, but don't let the 6 minutes fool you. It'll look professionally made and you won't need any tools. I made some swags in the fall just like this. I'll leave a link here so you can check that out later. Take 4 stems to make the base of the swag. I used a flocked greenery stem and white berries from Michael's that I got after Christmas clearance. The white eucalyptus is from Dollar Tree. Just layer the stems on top of each other and fluff them a bit. You're going for sort of a broom shape. At the top, I added this large snowy magnolia flower I could not believe I found at Dollar Tree. Using a zip tie, secure all the stems together. Leave the ends of the stems sticking out the top. We'll cover that in a second. I added the cream velvet bow from Dollar Tree to the top. And last, made a handle out of Dollar Tree floral wire. You could really use rope or twine here as well. Make a loop, then wrap the floral wire around all of the stems to secure everything even more. So easy, and again, no tools required. Very pretty with just a touch of glitter. Kind of looks like fresh fallen snow. If you've seen my other video, you know making these swags are addictive, and you can't make just one. I'll show you another pretty version a little later. The next DIY is put together very similar to the swag, but is for a matching floral arrangement. I used the same 3 base stems, the Michaels Flocked Greenery and White Berries, and the Dollar Tree White Eucalyptus. For this one, I used the pretty blush Dollar Tree roses. I encrusted a few with a little glitter for that extra touch of glam. Secure all the picks together with a zip tie, just like the swag. For the vase, I used this Dollar Tree cylinder container. I wrapped it in the Dollar Tree white fur scarf. I used this scarf in my cozy winter candle holder as well. Check that out later. It would be a great addition to this collection. As the perfect romantic touch, I added a few of the Dollar Tree heart ornaments dangling from the top. I think the roses give a touch of romance against the snowy branches. It has a softness that really works well together. You can use this zip tie technique to make any quick arrangement. This DIY is very easy to put together, but is definitely home store quality. I started with the Dollar Tree 5x7 canvas. I had a piece of frame from the Halloween laser cut wall sign left over from some other projects over the fall, and a small candlestick from Dollar Tree. Paint everything with the mineral chalk paint. We're going for that distressed effect, so you don't have to be perfect. The candlestick will need at least 2 coats, letting it dry completely in between each coat. Glue the piece of frame to the back of the canvas. To continue the theme, I used a hot glue border mold as well. Now dry brush everything with the white paint to bring out all the details. Add a clip to the center top of the canvas. I Mod Podged a little glitter for that extra touch of glam to match the collection. Some pretty note paper or a family picture, and that's it, you're done. Another easy and so pretty DIY that has that high-end feel. As promised, here's a second 6-minute swag, but has more of a beach theme. Still soft and romantic. You really can make these professional looking swags quickly and for very little money. And speaking of a beach theme, here are those pretty vases with some seashells. You can fill these vases with almost anything for any season or holiday. I think this collection is something that would complement many styles: farmhouse, glam, modern, and the best part is they're versatile and interchangeable for the seasons and holidays. I hope you saw something today that inspired you. If you did, please subscribe. If you have any questions, leave me some comments. I thank you for watching and keep making pretty things.